Once upon a time, in a lush forest filled with majestic trees and shimmering streams, there lived a wise and cunning wolf named Alpha. Alpha was renowned for his strategic mind and his ability to outsmart his adversaries. He had always believed in the principle of crush your enemy totally, and had won many battles by applying this principle to the letter. One day, Alpha found himself face to face with a formidable foe, a crafty and resourceful badger named Rufus. Rufus had gathered a band of followers, and they posed a significant threat to Alpha's dominance in the forest. Determined to protect his territory and ensure his reign, Alpha devised a plan to crush Rufus and his followers completely. Alpha knew that simply defeating Rufus once would not be enough. He needed to eliminate any chance of future conflict. As he pondered his strategy, he thought of a mighty oak tree towering over the forest. It was said that this tree possessed ancient powers that could ensure the absolute defeat of any enemy. The wolf called upon his allies, the diligent squirrels, and the wise owls, to help him execute his plan. Together, they carefully observed Rufus and his followers, learning their weaknesses and plotting their downfall. Alpha devised tactics that ranged from stealthy ambushes to strategic propaganda campaigns, aiming to dismantle Rufus's organization and erode their support. As the days turned into weeks, Alpha's plan unfolded with precision. He exposed Rufus's deceitful ways and discredited his ideas, leaving Rufus and his followers vulnerable and isolated. Alpha's forces struck with swift and calculated blows, ensuring that no remnants of resistance remained. But as Alpha celebrated his victory, a thought crossed his mind. He gazed upon the defeated Rufus, now a mere shadow of his former self, and he realized the moral implications of his actions. Complete annihilation might have been an effective strategy, but it had come at a great cost. Alpha understood that an enemy, when crushed totally, could leave behind a bitter legacy. The forest could become divided, filled with animosity and resentment. Realizing the importance of harmony and unity, Alpha knew he had to find a different path. With a newfound wisdom, Alpha approached Rufus with an offer of reconciliation. He extended a paw of friendship, seeking to mend the wounds caused by their fierce rivalry. Surprisingly, Rufus accepted the offer, recognizing the futility of perpetuating a cycle of hatred. Together, Alpha and Rufus worked to build bridges and foster cooperation among the forest dwellers. They realized that by seeking mutual understanding and finding common ground, they could create a more harmonious and inclusive society. The forest flourished as animosity transformed into camaraderie, and enemies became friends. In the end, Alpha learned that while the principle of crush your enemy totally could bring short-term victory, it also had the potential to sow seeds of long-lasting discord. By embracing reconciliation, negotiation, and cooperation, he discovered a path towards sustainable resolutions and stronger relationships. And so, the legend of Alpha, the wise wolf, and Rufus, the crafty badger, spread throughout the forest, teaching all the creatures, including the young ones, the importance of striking a balance between protecting oneself and promoting peace and harmony. They lived in a world where enemies were not crushed, but transformed into friends, where strength was measured not by overpowering others, but by building a community based on trust and understanding. The moral of this fable is that while it may seem advantageous to completely crush your enemies, it is important to consider the ethical implications and long-term consequences of such actions. Pursuing reconciliation, negotiation, and cooperation can lead to more sustainable resolutions and stronger relationships. Striking a balance between protecting oneself and promoting peace and harmony is key to long-term success and a harmonious society.